Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. Thank you so much for all the ways you've been loving on this channel. Thank you so much for all your clicks and views last week. You did have over 1,000 clicks and views, and I'm here for it. Thank you so much for that. You are my Pisces tribe. I am a Pisces moon. If you've never been here before, and this is your first time at Ten of Cups Tarot, welcome, welcome. I hope you'll introduce yourself in the comments. We're kind of a community around here. We like to be in the comments, some of us. Thank you for your thumbs up, and thank you for your subscribes. I appreciate you because that's the way this tribe grows. Thank you so much for doing that. So here we are. I'm here with a bonus read for you at the end of the week. Happy Sunday to you as I drop these cards. I hope you're well. Something you're going to have to embrace. It says, find peace within your current state of being. And what's that? We have sacrifice. Okay, what else do we have? Two more cards. We'll leave them right there. Oh, we've got more than two. So we do have peace. You may have to embrace something and sacrifice your peace for it. I feel like it's an abundant self-awareness thing. That's what it feels like. It says an inflow of money, love, or rewards, abundance, and self-awareness. It says tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. So I feel like you will find your abundance if you continue to question your own patterns. And when I say patterns, I mean when you were in that last relationship that didn't work out, what did you do in that relationship? Because if you look back, you probably did the same things as you did in the previous one and the one before that. And I feel like you're noticing your patterns. You're becoming self-aware. So I feel like you're going to have to embrace sacrifice in order to get peace. And I feel that that means that you are going to make some sacrifices, because once we become self-aware, we see things we didn't see before, right, Pisces? So I feel like you are going to become abundant, and it's going to bring you peace, but there is going to be a moment where you're going to have to sacrifice. Embrace the sacrifices you have to make in order to live this self-aware life. We do have wallflower, we have children, and we have fun times. And the wallflower says, limited potential, shy or withholding. I think that's who you were before you have this self-awareness come up here. It almost feels like you were holding yourself back, didn't want people to see who you were. And it feels like that was it, shy, withholding, limiting your potential. We do have children, childlike innocence and fun. It feels like the abundance that you will feel with this self-awareness that's coming in. It says fun times, parties, events, and having fun. Because I think before you were holding back, you were limiting your potential to meet people, to go out dating, have fun. I feel like you're no longer doing that since you're deciding to embrace the sacrifice of self-awareness. And anybody who's been through any self-awareness knows that it is a sacrifice. Because once you start to see things clearly for what they are, the whole game changes, right? It brings you into balance, but also it can be tough. It will bring peace, but it will also bring you the awareness of what has been going on around you and what you've been allowing to happen up to here, right? Tell me more about Pisces, please. Pisces, if you are interested in a private read, I do have a 10% off sale on until the end of February, the 25th, actually, not the end of February, but the 25th of February, 10% off all of my services. Please look below this video, click on more. You will find a code to take over to Wizio, and it's 40% off any of the pricing that you see there right now. And so we'll take the code, and there's a link there in the description as well. All right, what else are we getting for Pisces? Tell me more, please. We have the King of Cups. Look, that is self-awareness. It's awareness of the emotional self. Becoming open emotionally is having awareness of your emotions and knowing when to keep them under the surface, knowing when to allow them to the surface. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. I like it. This is all about you liberating yourself in your emotions. It's like you're letting it, it's like you're now no longer scared to let people see the emotional self. You're showing up as the emotional self to me here. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy in a general reading. And I feel like it feels like now you feel safe enough to give reciprocity to people because you've liberated yourself and you've learned the lessons of the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is someone who's not going to let anyone step forward. She's going to say, look, you step forward, but I got something to say, and I'm going to be very honest and very effective with my words. So it feels like you have learned some sort of a lesson and you've become self-aware. And it feels like in your self-awareness, it's like you can see the difference in this energy here. Look at this. You were the wallflower sitting in the dark, trying to keep yourself playing it small, and then all of a sudden you're this. You're this person who is very confident on the throne. Come forward. Come forward if you have something to say, but no, I'm going to have a few words to say back to you. It feels like somebody has really gone through a self-awareness place here. I feel like it's bringing childlike fun times. And it feels like if it's not that for you, it could be fun times with your children. I feel like your kids, your posterity is also going to benefit from this big change that you've had in the emotional and cerebral self, that you now understand that in order to give people reciprocity, that you sometimes got to be the Queen of Swords and not be aggressive, but be assertive, right? And you just need to be honest about your feelings with the people that you meet. We do have the Page of Wands. We have the Six of Cups. And we do have the 10 of Cups here. So I feel like this being the Queen of Swords and realizing that energy is going to lead you to ultimate happiness here, whether or not you're into making some sort of a commitment. So we do have the King of Water here, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It feels like there's an incoming message, I want to say. So for some of you, it could be the King of Cups, who could be any one of those signs, doesn't have to be. But this person is showing up in this energy. It feels like you are either going to be sending a message or you're going to be receiving it. Take it as it resonates for you. But whether you're feminine or masculine, you could be the King of Cups, or maybe the King of Cups is your person. With the Page of Wands, it just shows up. It shows up and it's exciting and it's fun and it's good news. So I feel like you do invite this person in. You invite their energy, and you're ready to show them exactly who you are. Now you're in a position, after learning the Queen of Swords energy, you're in a position to give this person reciprocity and keep your boundaries in place. And I like it. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So you might already know this person. The Three of Pentacles is usually that for me. It is, it's friendship, or I met you as a friend of a friend, or we've been friends for maybe 2 or 3 years, that we know each other a little bit in the Pentacle world. You could have met this person at work, or maybe just, in your Pentacle world, someone could have introduced you to them. But I feel like this person is ready to cooperate, to collaborate with you. This person is ready to be on your team. They're looking for a team player. They're looking for someone who might want to join the ball team, join the hockey team. They're looking for somebody who wants to have some fun and exciting times with them. And I think that they want to do it in friendship. Look, this person is emotionally available, but I really do feel like they want to start it in Pentacles first. They want to solidify some sort of a friendship, or have a solid base before we move into this Two of Cups. But know that the intention on the mind of the king is to find love. We do have the High Priestess. This person is quite psychic. They are someone who, I want to say that there's someone who is kind of stoic on the surface, and that's how you're going to recognize them. They are someone who is a few words, that when you get them alone, they will talk to you like all day long. But when they're in a group of people, they become the watcher. And that's because they're very psychic, very empathic. This person carries everyone else's energy. So they're more likely to sit back in the silence and sort of watch. They're the observer. And I feel like that this king is going to do that with you. This person is observing you. They're figuring out, do we have a connection in our intuition? Are we psychically connected? This person is going to be silent about their intentions, but they want to have a lot of fun with you, and they want to start in the Pentacle energy. Tell me about the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, because I feel like you're going to feel like you've known this person forever. Maybe you have known this person forever, and there's somebody you have history with, but you never considered them as someone you might date or be solid with, like be in a solid relationship with. But this could be someone that you feel like you've known forever, because they might be easy to talk to. They might be someone who also is willing to give you reciprocity as you are them, right? We do have the King of Wands. We have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we do have somebody here who I feel is really really invested in knowing you, really getting to know you in your pentacle world. They want to know what your investments are about. They want to know what are your dreams and hopes and wishes. And I feel like you're going to hold back from giving them all of the information at once. It feels like you don't quite trust the situation because you've dealt with this King of Wands before in many other different bodies, right? That you've dealt with somebody who was trying to get into your life with emotions and love and things like that, but they ended up being the King of Wands, somebody who really was just in it for the passion. I feel like you're going to feel this person's passion, but I don't think you need to be afraid of it because it feels like you've known this person forever. So I'm going to say that, especially with Scorpio in the room here, you feel very safe in their presence. So you don't feel like they're trying to take advantage of you, but you can definitely feel that they are very attracted to you and you have a very big attraction for them. Like this attraction between you is undeniable. And it might not even be a physical attraction. It might be an emotional attraction. And I always say to people, and some guys don't understand it, some masculines don't understand it, but sexy and good looking can be two different things. Someone who is not necessarily aesthetically pleasing to society might be someone who's off the chain sexy. And someone who is very good to look at, as society would say, could be like maybe they just don't have the inward energy to cope with the outward energy. So I feel like you're going to be a little bit wary of this person is what I'm saying, because the Five of Wands is here. It's holding back a little bit, feeling like, oh, there's got to be a lot of competition for you. They're thinking that. You're thinking there's got to be a lot of competition for them. This person's really good looking. They're emotionally available. They're someone who's intelligent, makes me feel safe. They're a watcher and not a talker. Someone who wants to get to know you. They could be someone who's a soulmate. We do have the Queen and the King of Swords here. All right, tell me more. I feel like you are looking for the 10 cups. I feel like you're open to it, Pisces. You're open to love. You're open to new love. And this does feel new to me. It feels like you meet somebody or someone introduces you to, someone gives the King of Cups your phone number, or this person finds a way to get a hold of you if you've known them before, but you don't usually speak with them. I think what's on your mind is the 10 of Cups. I think you ultimately want this family, be happy, everyone under one roof, emotional happiness, but I feel like you've placed some boundaries here and you're not taking just anybody. You're not letting just anybody in. I feel like your boundaries are very solid ones. And although you want the 10 of Cups, you're willing to let it go because you're not just jumping in on anything. I want to say too with this Hierophant in the reverse that I feel like you are a non-traditional person. So you're not religious. You don't follow anyone else's doctrines. Anyone tells you what to do, you tell them, see ya. And I feel like you are just someone who's non-traditional. And I think that's what's attracting the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is Scorpio, of course, Pisces and Cancer, because we're in a general reading. But with the Scorpio energy, they're kind of very strategic in how they pick their partner. And they want someone who's strong, someone who's not going to be codependent, because they're not codependent. So I feel like they've got their eyes on you. I feel like you're coming up. You could definitely be the King of Cups, but I'm feeling your energy is coming up as the Queen of Swords, whether you're feminine or masculine, that you've got a lot of high boundaries, hard boundaries, and you're a person who's non-traditional and you want what you want and you're going to hold out for it. You don't care how long you have to be single. We've got the Five of Swords, we've got the Hermit, and we've got the the Eight of Cups. So I want to say that, you're being very careful at how you're picking the person who is going to be with you. The Hermit's here. You've got a lot of wisdom. You've learned a lot of things. You've got a lot of wisdom and you're finding your light. You're allowing your light to guide you. You're not making decisions like that, because the Queen of Swords would never do that. It's all about response and not reaction with the Queen of Swords. We do have the Five of Swords here. I want to say that you're going to let this person talk. You want to hear what they have to say, that maybe you disagree with some of the things that they say. Maybe they might have a little bit of an ego. And I feel like you're just going to watch and you're going to observe and listen to them. And you're just going to take it all in. The Queen of Swords would, right? So I feel like with the Eight of Cups that you're not settling for anything. You're not just settling for someone who's going to be in this energy. You've dealt with the Five of Swords before, where it ended up being conflict and disagreements and battles, and then you end up pulling out your sword and walking away. And I think you're not into that anymore. I feel like you're looking at a long-term relationship, and you're looking at the Ten of Cups being happy for a very long time. And that means you're going to be very selective. Tell me about the Hierophant, please. I feel like this self-awareness here, and that's the sacrifice that you're making. When you become self-aware, you start making different decisions. You start looking at things and seeing them clearly, factually, honestly, and you're not going to get it confused with your feelings. You're looking at this King of Cups and this person who is very passionate and kind and strong and protective, feminine or masculine. This person is more of a watcher, but their intention is to find love. Tell me why the Hierophant's in the reverse, please. We've got the Eight of Swords. So you're being very careful. It feels like sometimes you can get stuck in your head because you're not planning on following anyone because you're the leader. And you know, it's all about two people. The way it successfully works is when we have two people, you take care of yourself, they take care of themselves. You're confident in your abilities, they're confident in their abilities. And I feel like anybody who's following someone else's doctrine, taking someone else's information and following the leader is not for you. You are the leader. The Hierophant's in the reverse, which tells me you're not following anybody. You're the leader, but you want to be with the leader as well. We do have the Five of Cups. And we do have the Seven of Wands. That's very interesting. So you're keeping a lot of people at arm's length here. I feel like you're on your own path. You're keeping people at arm's length. I think at times you will get stuck in your head, feeling like you're never going to find anybody. But I feel like that person's going to find you. I feel like you're going to go back and forth, you know, sort of deciding what you're going to do, looking at the past, looking at the future, but staying in the present moment to make this decision to be happy, to take the Nine of Cups along with the Fool and to take a leap off the edge. So it does feel like there's somebody coming in. They could be somebody who is Pisces. They could be Scorpio or Cancer as well. We do have Virgo energy. We have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Take it as it resonates, but I feel that this person is ready for these fun times, right? We've got the Page of Wands here, and we have fun times, parties, events, and having fun. This person just wants someone on their arm, and they want to have fun with somebody in a childlike way. This person is really silly, and they like to have fun. I feel like that the Page of Wands tells me that there could be an age difference here, possibly, but it tells me that even though this person might be the same age as you, that they're very youthful. They're very spontaneous, and they just want to have fun with you, childlike fun with you. So we do have the Tower, and the Tower is coming. Why? Because you've decided that you don't want to see anybody else. You've decided that you've come to this milestone of, I think this person is the one that I'm interested in. And we do have the World card and the Tower. It's a realization that I'm just going to close the door on any other connection that I have, and I'm going to give this a shot. I feel like that's what you're going to do after a lot of thought with the Four of Swords. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all the ways that you've been loving on me. I just wanted to love on you back. Love you, Pisces. I'm out for now. I'll be back. Take care, guys, because I'm always back. Bye-bye.